only on your number one radio station.
Sunnah a Day, proudly brought to you by Sunpick, 100% pure sunflower cooking oil. Sunpick, cook more with less.
Sunnah a Day, treat guests in your home with courtesy and respect.
Tune into the Feel Good Friday with Bibi Amina Phili.
It's finally Friday again. Assalamu alaikum.
From South Africa to the world.
Let's go.
Don't miss out on Friday afternoon vibe like no other. Put it on and leave it on. Join us for inspiration and positivity from trailblazing guests to topics you want to hear. Your Friday just got better. Let's make the end of the week better together. Feel Good Friday with Bibi Amina Phili. Young, fresh and trending.
زينت السماء وضعت الجبال أمرت البحار وخلقت الجنات سيرت الكواكب أضأت النجوم فجرت الأنهار فأرحت القلوب وللعباد أنزلت السماء.
Do I have a show for you today? Or do I have a show for you today? Sanbanani nonke ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban bikum. Of course, it's gone by a few minutes past the hour of 2 o'clock. So, of course, it's finally Friday again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Of course, it is Bibi Amina Phili here. And I always say that I love my Friday afternoons because I get to spend it with you, the listener. Well, of course, Jummah Mubarak to you and yours, an exhilarating start to, of course, your weekend. It's 90.4 FM in Durban and 105.6 FM in Pietermaritzburg. If you do not have the app by now, then of course you are missing out on all of the good stuff, all of the fantastic stuff indeed. You can check us out on Facebook, YouTube, as well as Instagram, and we are live right now. So what you simply need to do is go ahead to our Radio Al Ansar pages. That's on Facebook, YouTube, as well as Instagram. And of course, you do not have to miss out on all of the fantastic stuff. But if you miss out on any episodes that you found enjoyable, you of course can find us on Spotify. But what you can expect for today's show, today we chat to Deputy Secretary General for Civil Society Unmuted Coalition South Africa, Miss Bandile Mdhlalose, as well as we catch up with author, self-care teacher and Counsellor Lemise Patel. No, it does not end there, because we are going to be chatting to Sister Aisha from the KZN Wellness and Women Empowerment Foundation, and we are giving away 2 tickets. Yes, we're giving away 2 tickets for an event that, of course, is taking place at the ICC. All that and more right here for your listening pleasure.
This is the Feel Good Friday with Bibi Amina Phili, only on your number one radio station.
Well, of course, the clock strikes, and it's about that time where we go for our traffic update.
Feel Good Friday, traffic updates. Updates that help you plan your day like a boss.
Now on the line, we have Warrant Officer Ngwane. Warrant Officer, tell us what's happening on the roads.
Feel Good Friday. We're looking at your driving entry coming towards Durban after Hilton. There is an abnormal truck there. It's being escorted, expects delays there. So our roads are still having that similar problem that we had last week. They are still busy trying to make sure that at the end of the day, we will be having a very good road on our province, KZN. We're looking at N2. You're driving from Guamashu off-ramp towards Mdloti off-ramp, from Mdloti off-ramp towards Guamashu, both direction. There are some ongoing roadworks on that particular place. Also driving between Durban and Pietermaritzburg. Both sides, you will find that there are places where there is that roadworks. So you will have to make sure that you reduce your speed when you come across a place like that. There are information that are there to assist us what to do. Okay, take note of this. Tomorrow, it will be Saturday. When you are driving from N3, from Durban towards, you are going towards Spaghetti Junction, let's say, before you join N2 from N3 Spaghetti Junction north side, that bridge will be closed tomorrow. It won't be functioning up until Monday morning, 2 o'clock. From 2 tomorrow in the afternoon till 2 a.m. Monday morning, that bridge will be totally closed. Please use alternative routes. You can drive from South Coast to North Coast and there'll be no problem. You can drive from Pavilion to northbound towards Umhlanga, there'll be no problem. So please make sure you are not using that bridge N2 that will be joining from N3 to N2. It won't be functional. Please take note of that. Other than that, our roads for now are clear, and we appreciate the time that we spend with you. I'm Warrant Officer Ngawane from Durban Metro Police. The only thing I can say, peace and love on our roads.
We are calling on individuals, home industries, and established businesses to cook your favorite dish, bake your signature treat, or assemble a delicious dessert and drop it off at the AMA Al Ansar Tea Garden on the 12th of October at the Al Ansar Hall, West Road, before 9 a.m. And then come in and enjoy the day watching cooking demos and buy a variety of food and baked goods to take home. Your generosity will help feed many displaced families in Gaza and Lebanon. You can contact Shanaz on 084 2471 952 for more information.
Of the day.
Verily, every soul shall taste death. Prepare yourself for the inevitable. Join the Al Ansar Foundation for our annual Ladies Workshop on Saturday, the 26th of October from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Seats are limited, so don't delay. Register now by calling 031-208-1601. Save the date, 26th October, Al Ansar Conference. Secure your spot and ensure you are prepared for life's final journey.
Of the day.
This segment is brought to you by Kenfield Auto, your RMI approved service and repair specialist. 236 Brickfield Road, Overport. Kenfield Auto.
This is the Feel Good Friday with Bibi Amina Phili, only on your number one radio station.
You know me more than I know myself. You love me more than I love myself. So I'm begging, begging, begging. I can't take his whispers. I need you to help me. So I'm begging, begging, begging. When I'm falling, you always catch my phone. When I'm calling, you always take my call. So I'm begging, begging, begging. I can't take this dunya. I need you to save me. So I'm begging, begging, begging. Ya Rabbi, Ya Kareem. Oh. Ar-Rahman, Ya Rahim. Ya Rabbi, Ya Kareem. Oh. Ar-Rahman, Ya Rahim. I'm so ungrateful. My guilt is me inside. I'm so thankful that you all leave my side. But even if I make up
Of the day.
Let me take you on this timeline. This conflict started back in time. October 7th, at the starting line. The goddess start with all of this lying. The plan for Israel was historical. Theodore Herzl had a goal. A land for Jews was critical. Said it in his book, The Jewish State, 1896. And in 1897, conference in Basel, they all made a code that they thought was spiritual. Palestine for the Jews.
And of course, it is 90.4 FM in Durban and 105.6 FM in Pietermaritzburg. And if you have decided to just join us on the live stream as well as on Instagram, thank you so much. It's 18 minutes past the hour of 2 o'clock. And of course, it's the show you've been waiting for your Friday afternoons just to get a little better. And of course, joining me in studio is our topic for today, an amazing guest. But of course, we welcome you, of course, to today's interview with Bandile Mdhlalose, the Deputy Secretary General for Civil Society Unmuted Coalition South Africa. Now, today we're going into a discussion with Bandile's experience walking in the shoes of Palestinians for the 3 months. And this experience must have been life-changing. And of course, we're excited to hear firsthand as to exactly what took place there and what were her experiences. Welcoming to the Feel Good Friday, I think for the second time. Welcome, Bandile. How are you doing today?
How are you?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic. It's so good to see you. I'm so sorry for any inconvenience, but of course, it's so good to, of course, have you here with us. But just to start the conversation for this particular afternoon, can you tell us, and especially the listeners, what motivated you to embark on this journey and walk in the shoes of Palestinians for 3 months?
It was a need. I think it was, one of those things when the universe points you, it's a mission that you need to accomplish. I'm saying this because I applied to be part of this group of going to accompany Palestinians. I think that was in 2018, if I'm not mistaken. No, I'm lying. It's around, but it's 5 because I got a response 5 years. Because after I applied, there was COVID. And then after 5 years, I get a response. I was actually working to say that am I still interested? And I was like, it's a once in a lifetime
opportunity.
I had to choose my balances and resign work and go and join. What motivated me to go is it's not every time where you are recognized to do something. I felt like there is a need why I needed to go. Then exactly when I went there, I realized why I was the chosen one to go there at that time.
Absolutely. I want to hear more about, your experiences, but of course we're going to get through that towards the interview as well. But what were some of the most significant challenges you faced during, of course, your time with the Palestinians, and how did you overcome them?
Firstly, it's the change. Besides just the weather, but besides the weather change, which I got sick, it's the change of adapting into a new culture. Because when you go to another country, you're going there to learn about their culture, their beliefs, and all of
their
that
traditions.
So moving and I'll tell you one thing: Palestinian culture is very respectful. It's totally something different from where I come from in South Africa. How you dress up and stuff. So those are the big changes I needed to adapt to, and also how you greet, how you sit. That was a lot. But moreover is to move from. I'm saying this but moving from a very democratic country to an undemocratic country. What you say, what you do, it matters. Your rights, you're changing to understanding that I don't have rights. That was a huge dramatic change that happened to me.
Absolutely. Now I hear you speak about dramatic change. What did you notice? What was the one thing that stood out for you that you were like, oh my God, so is this how it really is when you were there?
It's the arrest. When you speak about rights, people can take this. I've never lived in the apartheid era, but my 3 months in Palestine, I had to experience what apartheid looked like, or it was. out of nowhere, I had to carry a passport everywhere where I go. It's reminded me of what you read, the carrying of Dompas. There's borders, not really like borders, like physical borders, but there are walls. I got to experience, going to a checkpoint and signing, because there's a certain area that Palestinians go to. And yes, remember the difference is that Israel can go anywhere, but there's a place and that Palestinians can go to and they cannot. And the hardest experience that I experienced is that Palestinians can be arrested anytime without anything. What they say, maybe they are passing, they're going to say something, and they can be arrested. Being arrested just for carrying a Palestinian flag, going around with a Palestinian flag, you get arrested. So you don't know when are you going to be arrested. And earlier I spoke about the rights of people. In South Africa, you have, that you are arrested for 72 hours, you need to go to court. There you are put in, there are people who are arrested and they're still in administration, have not even went to court to seek bail. And they've been there for a period of 6 months. After the waiting period is 6 months. After 6 months, it can be renewed for further investigation. You can even stay there for 6 years. You still have not even went to court. So, and kids as well. How can you arrest a child just because, and accusing them of stoning just because they threw a stone? You have this mob of Israel police coming to attack a child. Like sometimes they're even coming in their numbers just to arrest a 10-year-old child. It's became so frustrating and stressful, and you have to just turn a blind eye, not really a blind eye, but all we need to do is just, our task was to observe, document, come back to our home countries and spread the word. I'm an activist, but here I am expected to be quiet. Sometimes I'll go to bed crying, because I felt like I'm in prison, or I don't have a voice. I can't move. I can't shake. If you are like in one of those bad dreams where you are suppressed and you're pressed and you can't breathe and you want to scream, that experience I felt.
It's just you speaking about that experience just gives me goosebumps, because imagine you were there in Palestine and you were feeling so helpless. So imagine the rest of the world who, obviously wants to speak out and do all of these things. Imagine how the rest of the world feels, as if you captured almost. And it's a really sad affair as well. And we know that it's exactly a year of genocide that's been taking place in Palestine. Tell me your opinion on that.
It's a year. I would say it's a year of celebrate. We need to celebrate at some point. One of the things I love about Palestinians, when something bad, you'll find that something bad, they're being attacked and stuff, or someone died, you'll find the woman said, Inshallah. And at some point I ask, what does that mean? Like, if God allows. And they said that with a smile. So every bad situation, they try to change it to a positive life. Because all their lives are full of bad environment. So they needed to celebrate the little that they have. So 1 year into genocide, what is there? So it's not the time for us to mourn. Yes, we've lost our loved ones. I've also lost a friend, Wafa, from Gaza. But this is not the time for us to cry. It's time for us to celebrate the resistance of Palestinians, to say that they are still standing. Because I was just looking at one of the videos, there was a Palestinian in Gaza that was getting married. It was a very happy wedding, despite whatever the rain, but they still find something to celebrate. But we need to celebrate. However, in our celebration, we must not stop fighting.
Truly.
We must stand strong. The Palestinians are strong, but we need to be more stronger for them, because we are not there. We need to fight for them. That's what they wanted. That's what the message and instruction they gave us. Go out in your home countries and advocate for us, because we don't have rights. You have rights in your countries. Share the word. So right now we need to mobilize, unite, and put a stop to this. And that can only happen if we are united, because united we stand and divided we fall. For us to question, because the other thing is that while we are still fighting, we are still fighting even amongst ourselves. Palestinians are fighting a deadly life. We are fighting a political life of saying who's right and who's wrong. There's a life that is someone is dying. Every minute, someone is dying. So it's not for us to question. For us, it's to call peace. Whatever is there is going to be discussed. But for now, it's to end a ceasefire. For now is to stop the violence, stop everything. And then come to negotiations. And then we'll discuss who was wrong, who was right. Now it's not the time to point fingers and add pour petrol to the fire.
Add fuel to the fire.
Exactly.
No, truly. And I think that the most amazing thing when it comes to the people of Palestine is their resilience and how awesome they are. Honestly, their iman and they're it's just amazing to see. Obviously, but I mean, you've been there for 3 months. How did, of course, your experience? How has it shaped you? Of course, you were there. You saw how it was, and but how did this whole experience shape you?
I don't know how to put this, but I think at some point it almost made me heartless. At some point it almost made me give up on religion. I won't lie, because when I was there, I asked myself, if God is love and love is God, then why Palestinians are living like that in a holy land? I started to question a lot of things because I'm a Christian. I went to the Jesus tomb. I looked and I questioned, this is where Jesus is, the Jesus that we pray to. If he cannot answer the people of Palestinians, who am I miles away? So, but when I came back, I had a deep briefing and I realized that the pastors are saying is something that was written in the Bible, but this is not a religious battle. The religious battle is there because the whole thing is to make us to be confused and start to question these questions and you forget the real cause. And so it did almost change me in that term. It almost also made me angry towards the police. I felt like everyone who was not in solidarity with the Palestinians was an enemy to me. So I didn't realize and see a need to educate, because I remember some point in my workspace when I was talking and there were some people saying, no, Palestinians are wrong. And I started to see them as enemies. And then I realized that my task is to educate and open the eyes, because some people are misled. They don't know the truth. So it's not for me to treat everyone as an enemy. It's for me to heal and then be able to educate other people.
Absolutely. Well, just to conclude the interview for this particular afternoon, I wish I could go on and pick your brain and ask you all your experience there. But what message would you like to convey to our listeners today?
I would like us to call for peace. That's the most important thing, is to unite and call for peace from all civil society, all faith-based organizations, every other sector that is there, government, that at least South Africa is trying to do something. They've taken the matter to court. Can we also unite and support and put an end to this and mobilize also other countries? You know that Mandela tried. And Mandela, the Tutus, they've tried, and they managed to stop apartheid. We also can manage. And the protester raised that Frantz Fanon said each generation have its own mission to fulfill it or to betray it. So let's us be the generation to say that we can point back and say that we are the ones that stopped the Palestinian the genocide in Israel. We are the one that stopped it. So let's claim it. Let's fight for peace. Let's fight to end it, so that when we look back in our history books, our names will be there to say that we stopped that war.
Absolutely. Bandile, thank you so much for joining me today on the show. And as we always say, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
Free Palestine, free Gaza, free Palestine, free West Bank, free Palestine, free Palestine, free Palestine, free Palestine.
Of the day. This is the Feel Good Friday with Bibi Amina Phili, only on your #1 radio station.
Migration started, there were no in town. Pretending gratitude with fake smiles. Cause they knew Palestine will be there, wanted them now. Arabs started protesting, noticed things were broken. They were losing land, colonizers' secrets open. Through these immigrations, one man should be noted. Ben Gurion came in 1906. In 1935, he was leader of them all. Fighting the resistance with 3 groups to assist. A gunner, Eric gun, and Leahy for the kill. Today we call them IDF. As the years went by, they wanted full control. Bombing King David Hotel was strategical. As the British left, now they got it all. Now the evil and crime became unjustifiable. 1948, Israel established. 1948, not but catastrophe. 1969, they burned Aqsa. 1987, the first Intifada. Free Palestine, free, free Aqsa. Free Palestine, free, free Gaza. Free Palestine, free, free West Bank. Free Palestine, free, free Palestine. Free Palestine, free, free Aqsa. Free Palestine, free, free Gaza. Free Palestine, free, free West Bank. Free Palestine, free, free Palestine. Massacre in Deir Yassin. Village after village massacre.
Topic of the day.
गम सभी राहतों तस्कीन में ढल जाते हैं गम सभी राहतों तस्कीन में ढल जाते हैं जब करम होता है हालात बदल जाते हैं आका इसमें अहमद का वजीफा है हर एक गम का इलाज इसमें अहमद का वजीफा है हर एक गम का इलाज लाख खतरे हो इसी नाम से टल जाते हैं जब लिया नामे नबी मैंने दुआ से पहले हो गई मुझ पे अता मेरी
Right here for your listening pleasure. Assalamu alaikum and welcome back. Of course, it is the Feel Good Friday with your favorite presenter for the Friday afternoon, Bibi Amina Phili. Of course, we have a great show today, a jam-packed show. I'm hoping that I get through all my guests for this day as well. But of course, I'd like to welcome you back again. And inshallah, today's interview, we have another amazing and inspiring one with Sister Lamise Patel, who is an author of Not Just Another Diary. Of course, she's a passionate self-love teacher as well as a counselor. And of course, Lamise is dedicated to empowering individuals to shift from merely surviving to absolutely thriving. Through her work, she offers a range of simple yet powerful tools to help people discover balance as well as harmony. Of course, welcoming to the very first time to the Feel Good Friday, Lamise Patel. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Shukran so much for having me.
Oh, it's only
I'm so
a pleasure.
excited to be here.
It's only a pleasure. You know, when you accepted my invitation, I was like, yes, finally, someone amazing coming on. But just to, get, straight into the interview for this particular afternoon, what has sparked your passion for self-love and teaching others about it?
Sure, I am someone who feels deeply and is by nature very curious. With this blessing came feelings of people-pleasing and wanting to fix and control everything and everyone around me.
Absolutely.
In an effort to make sense of my world. So that didn't work. And my heart kept nudging me. I kept thinking and feeling that there has to be a different way. a better way to show up in this life my Creator has given me. That set me on a path of personal growth where I discovered the marvel that is self-love. I'm also a natural sharer. I don't believe in gatekeeping, not recipes, experiences, friends, mentors, or love. So naturally, when I started seeing the benefit in my own life, I wanted to share my joy and my learnings with others.
Absolutely. Now, you have this amazing book, your diary. Of course, it's a beautiful work of art, but can you share the inspiration behind it?
Shukran so much, Bibi Amina. You know, alhamdulillah, what Allah has willed has happened for me. I've always loved a diary, and writing things down to check them off later fills me with a sense of accomplishment. I'm a lifelong list maker and aesthete. That is, I love and appreciate beautiful things. All the diaries I have ever bought had pages of superfluous information. The public holidays for Zimbabwe, telephone numbers for the University of Zululand, and the distances from Windhoek to Beaufort West. I mean, why? I also kept a gratitude journal, which was a separate book to my diary. Then I wanted ease. I wanted simple, and I wanted to feed my soul and senses. I wanted one book that was beautiful to look at and provided all the necessary spaces that I needed. I couldn't find one, so I decided to create one myself. I also wanted to leave a legacy for my children. I wanted my children to always have something they could refer to, even when I'm not around them and they are in the world on their own, that would offer simple tools to bring them peace and to keep them content.
Absolutely. Now, I'm going to ask you two questions in one. So let's hope that you'll be able to answer this as well. Okay. So how do you believe individuals can cultivate self-love in their daily lives? And what are some simple tools or practices you recommend for finding balance and harmony?
Okay, I believe in having a save the day. So that's what my diary is. It's tiny little things that we can do to stop and check in with ourselves. The world pulls us in different directions constantly, and it is up to us to commit to prioritizing ourselves and to making choices that reflect the life we say we want. We can move our bodies, we can choose healthier food, we can be in awareness of what we are thinking, we can ask ourselves how we feel about something and stop to actually listen for the answer. Bibi Amina, self-love is not just about bubble baths, massages, and coffee dates. I mean, those are fabulous.
Oh, yes, they are.
Yeah, totally. But self-love is also about accepting ourselves, prioritizing ourselves, and being mindful of what we think about ourselves. So one of the first things I would go to is to start the day intentionally. Many of us open our eyes and immediately rush into, I need to do this, this, and this, and I need to do it ASAP. Our minds start racing, or we go straight to our phones and mindlessly scroll. I would like to invite the listeners to stop at exactly this place each day and ask, is this how I want to start? Will all of these things still get done if I pray? If I write down 3 things I'm grateful for, if I stretch for 10 minutes, or if I hug a loved one for a full minute? What will happen if I open windows to allow fresh air into my home before I reach for coffee? Starting the day intentionally and slowly gives our nervous system a sense of grounding and calm. And then this sets the tone for the rest of the day.
I think we need to do some. I remember I was at emceeing an event. I know I'm just deviating a bit.
That's cool.
And you were one of the speakers, and that's where I met you. And you did this really awesome breathing technique. I think towards the end of the interview, we should do that with our listeners. What do you think?
Yes, absolutely. I'd love to.
I think that would be really, really nice.
Yeah.
But of course, can you share, of course, a personal story or experience that highlights transformative, the power of self-love?
Yes, I absolutely can. So we often love others in a way that we want to be loved. I'm married for 24 years now, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
For 19 of those years, I served my husband breakfast in bed every single morning, no matter how I was feeling or what I needed to do. It was part a fairy tale fantasy, the 20-year-old fairy tale of what a marriage is going to be.
Yeah.
And part of conditioning that I had grown up with. When I realized that I do it for him because I secretly really want him to do it for me, I had to reevaluate the whole thing. He really enjoyed his breakfast in bed, and though it was a need of mine and not his, I had created an expectation, and he was fiercely resistant to giving it up. So then I had to get creative. I had to think of a way to find a middle ground, to adapt the expectation I had created, and to somehow put myself in the story as well. I didn't know how to do this, so I got to trying different things. I would continue to make breakfast, but we would eat it together with our children at the table. When that didn't work, I would make myself breakfast and eat it in bed alone. When that didn't work, because I felt lonely and he felt excluded, I one day was guided by Allah to expand the story to include us both. The first morning that I made us both breakfast and we ate it propped up in bed, I beamed with joy. My heart felt happy and content, and I felt loved. I had given myself what I needed, and I had not snatched away the expectation I had created for my husband.
Absolutely. But let's talk a little bit more about your diary. What message or theme are you hoping the readers to take away from your diary and teaching?
My message is a simple one. Cultivate kindness and compassion to ourselves and others, and gratitude to our Creator. Each month of my diary is themed and covers habits for mind, body, soul, and spirit. I want people to know that we are a whole human, and we need to nurture all aspects of ourselves so we can be full of our whole selves and our wholeness.
Absolutely. Now, that thing that I requested, the breathing techniques, the taking us to another space, why don't you think we do that now?
Yes, certainly.
Okay, so prep me here.
Okay, so I'm going to invite you to get comfortable. Just place your feet firmly on the ground. And imagine roots growing out the base of your feet. Try to sit up straight with your spine erect. And you can close your eyes or fix it on a point in front of you. And then we're going to take a deep inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're inhaling lots of love in. And then exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And with your eyes closed or your gaze gently fixed on a spot on the floor in front of you, I'm going to cycle you through your body. So I'm going to ask you to draw your attention starting at the top of your head. And just relax your scalp. Imagine it actually resting. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Relax your jaw. So place your tongue behind the back of your top teeth, and that allows your jaw to relax completely. And as we travel down your neck and shoulders, I want you to consciously raise your shoulders up to your ears and then drop them down your back. And then feeling into your heart space. Just keep breathing. Lots of love into your heart and lots of love out of your heart. As we travel down to your abdomen, relax your belly. Relax your thighs, your knees, and your calves. And as you inhale, feel your belly expand. And as you exhale, take your belly button to your spine and release the breath from your abdomen, then your chest, then your throat. And we're just going to be here for 30 seconds longer, gently breathing in and out. And I want you to notice. Nothing to do, just be a witness and notice how your mind and body starts to feel. And then before I bring you out, I'd like you to take another deep inhalation and a gentle, slow, long exhalation. And then slowly start to rub your fingers across, your thumb across your fingers. Wiggle your toes. And whenever you're ready, you can gently open your eyes.
Oh, that was so amazing. I feel so relaxed. I think you need to come and do this for the team every day. Every day. But Lemise, that was amazing. You are amazing. What's next from you? What can we expect?
So I get asked this a lot, and it reminds me of when I was younger and people asked, when are you getting married? Then when I was married, they asked, when are you having a baby? And when I had a baby, they said, have another one. She needs someone to play with. I get it. We live in a society that reveres the next thing and the next thing, the hustle and grind. My answer is unconventional, Bibi Amina. My upcoming project is to be here now, to enjoy this adventure that I am on thoroughly and completely. For 2025, I intend to honor my readers who have invested in themselves and in me by holding space for them to share their journey, their revelations, learnings, and sacred stories. And I'm very excited about that. My diary plants seeds, and so yes, I have an intention to grow that into something deeper, but I won't be rushing it. The one thing that I have added to my offering is a silent book club. My first event happens tomorrow, so I'm super excited about that.
Oh man, all the best for your event tomorrow.
Shukran so much.
And Lemise, thank you so much. You are phenomenal. You are amazing, and hoping that you can come on the show again and tell us about book 2 and 3 and 4.
Inshallah. Shukran so much for having me.
It's only a pleasure. Of course, it's 90.4 FM in Durban and 105.6 FM in Pietermaritzburg, right here for your listening pleasure. Don't go anywhere, as when we come back, we're going to be chatting to Sister Aisha.
This is the Feel Good Friday with Bibi Amina Phili, only on your #1 radio station.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
Join Huda SA as we raise funds to complete phase 2 of the finishes of the Ilovo Masjid construction. We humbly request your generous Sadaqah Ejariya and Lillah donations. Your contribution helps build a masjid and earn everlasting rewards. For more information, contact Huda SA on 031 271 3049 or visit www.huda-int.org. Act now and earn your share of sawab. Donate today. Huda SA, building communities, strengthening faith.
Born into war, caught up in gangs, reformed in jail. Akhi Ayman from the UK, from running the streets to now filling up the masajid, motivating the youth after all he's been through.
And so on and so forth. Man, them are stressed, man, them are depressed. Why? Because you put everything in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, before Allah.
Coming to you this October is the first ever Akhi Ayman South African tour, brought to you by the Deen team and Al Misbah in conjunction with Ashraful Aid. 10th October in the Western Cape at the venue Aspired Country Manor in Skapkraal. 12th October in Gauteng at the Suleiman Convention Center in Erasmia. And 14th October in Durban at the NMJ Islamic Center in Berea. Book before the 8th October on www.quicket.com.
This is the Feel Good Friday with Bibi Amina Phili, only on your #1 radio station. Tune in to the Feel Good Friday with Bibi Amina Phili.
It's finally Friday again. Assalamu alaikum.
From South Africa to the world.
Let's go.
Don't miss out on Friday afternoon vibes like no other. Put it on and leave it on. Join us for inspiration and positivity from trailblazing guests. Topics you want to hear. Your Friday just got better. Let's make the end of the week better together. Feel Good Friday with Bibi Amina Phili, young, fresh and trending.
زينت السماء وضعت الجبال.
And of course, it's gone by a few minutes past the hour of 2 o'clock, and soon we are going to be saying Assalamu alaikum to you. But of course, there's still lots to talk about, and we are making sure we are using every minute to make sure you have a beautiful, beautiful Friday afternoon with me. And the team on my left is Tobegan Jaffa, making sure that everything is going crystal clear today. And of course, with me right now is Sister Aisha. Sister Aisha is an amazing individual, and she's from the KZN Wellness and Women Empowerment Foundation.
This is the Feel Good Friday with Bibi Amina Phili, only on your #1 radio station.
Indeed, Radio Al Ansar. So welcoming to the Feel Good Friday, I think for the very first time, Sister Aisha. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to you as well.
How are you doing today, my sister?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So let's get straight into it. Now, what is your organization about?
Okay, so Aisha, I'm the founder of the KZN Wellness and Women Empowerment Foundation, which is an NGO dedicated to the holistic development and upliftment of women. The foundation comprises of professionals from all spheres of society as well. Together we assist and empower other women to start up businesses, get a greater awareness of social issues, manage finances, and deal with health issues. So the KZN Wellness and Women Empowerment Foundation also seeks to foster networking partnerships and to develop micro entrepreneurships. Right? We focus on self-awareness as well as mental health. We believe that women need support as well as to navigate and strains and challenges of modern living. This is one of the main goals as an empowerment NGO that we run. Okay, so I come from a legal and a business background. Having a few years taken off to care for my son, I now dedicate my time and energy to helping other women find their space in whatever field they wish to. The purpose of this event that I am currently having, we wished to. The purpose of this event is twofold. It is envisioned to create an awareness of cancer, October being a Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It will also provide a platform for delegates to network, share ideas, gain knowledge, and enjoy a good meal and company. Moreover, it will help micro entrepreneurs to showcase their businesses and services at this event.
Yeah, in fact, I was going to ask you, there's something happening at the Durban ICC, is it?
Yes.
Yeah. So tell us the time, where it's going, what exactly will be spoken on, any special guests you're going to be having?
Yes. So the event is happening at the Durban ICC on the 19th of October and starting at 10 o'clock. We have lots of wellness speakers with regards to emphasis on breast cancer awareness, mental health, well-being, motivation and inspiration as well. So we have some very influential speakers. We've got Dr. Fawzia Peer, that's going to be one of our guest speakers. We've got Dr. Suleiman on board, that's also going to be addressing the event. We've got Dr. Hani Ali as well. She's also going to be giving a little talk on palliative health. So we've got some good esteemed guest speakers, and it's going to be very interesting and exciting to interact with these speakers, because you have the opportunity to ask them questions and so basically it's going to be a fantastic event.
It's going to be a fantastic event indeed. So yes, today you are giving away 2 tickets to this amazing event. So if you would like to attend this event that's going to be taking place at the ICC on the 19th, you can of course WhatsApp us or call us on WhatsApp on 060-904-1056, and that's 060-904-1056, or you can simply message us on the line as well. You're listening to us. It is a Feel Good Friday with myself, Bibi Amina Phili. Now the tickets, they are sponsored by?
Okay, so our ticket is sponsored by, proudly sponsored rather, by East Coast Motorlink, as well as Dr. Mashuda Ghafoor.
All right. So kudos to those individuals. So we have some messages that coming through here. Says salams. I would love to attend. Let me go to this message to beg if you can just assist me in just getting this message. This is a message from Sister Tasleem. She says, Assalamu alaikum. I would love to attend. But Sister Tasleem, you have to tell us, why would you like to attend this event? Why would you like to attend this event? All right. Another message coming through here says, salams for the ticket. I would also like to be a part of it. And why? I mean, come on, I can give this to anybody, but tell me, why would you want to be a part of this event? You can call us, or would you like us to call you on 060-904-1056. It is exactly 58 minutes past the hour of 2 o'clock, and soon you can be saying Assalamu alaikum. So guys, type quickly. I can see people typing, so you guys can type quickly. So right, another message that comes through here says, Salam Sister Amina, that sounds amazing. Please give me her number. All right, I'm not too sure. I will get details, and inshallah we'll see further. Another message coming through here. It says, thanks to Bandile for her empathy. Palestine will be free someday. That's from Abdul Rahman. All right. So Tasleem says that she would like to attend this event because she would like to meet women and network. All right. So Tasleem, you can, of course, come and pick your tickets up, I think, at the door at the ICC, or how can she get her ticket?
Okay. So I'll get her number from you and we will liaise with her and get her ticket delivered to her.
Okay, and there's also another sister. Her name is Sister Nazima. She says, salams, I would love to be part of the event. Sister Nazima, tell us, why would you want to be a part of this event? And of course, you can win yourself this amazing ticket. So we have one more to give away. We've given away one to Sister Tasleem. We have one more to Sister Nazima. All right. She says that I would love to learn and meet up to empower women. All right, Sister Nazima, congratulations. So our two winners for today is Sister Tasleem and Sister Nazima. I think it's about that time where I have to say Assalamu alaikum to you. Don't forget to join me next week, same time, same place. Sister Aisha, Jazakallah so much for joining me as well and allowing me to keep you company. And thank you for coming.
Wa alaikum salam and Jazakallah for having me over.
Oh, it's only a pleasure. Of course, it's 90.4 FM in Durban and 105.6 FM in Pietermaritzburg. And I think it's about that time where we have to say Assalamu alaikum. Let's make the end of the week better together. And yeah, bye.
Tune in to the Feel Good Friday with Bibi Amina Phili.
It's finally Friday again. Assalamu alaikum.
From South Africa to the world.
Let's go.